That is absolutely vicious.
That's got to be the end of his night.
There is a tangle of players in and
Oh.
around the half wall. Yarncrook involved. He and a Sharks defender. But I'll tell you what.
Sup. Skakel in the house. Peter, Chicken Man. You know how to get me going. What a gross, phony motherfucker that guy is. But that's alright. It's alright. You know, Chicken Man, they always say you got to have an ace up your sleeve to play the poker game of life. And I've got one with him. I'm just waiting. Might happen tomorrow. Might happen in 6 weeks. Might happen in 6 years. But I got an ace in the sleeve with Mr. DD. And other people as well. You know, I'm what you call an information gatherer. 100%. I do have an ace under my zipper. Hey, shout out to Frankie Loyal of the Mayans for giving me this t-shirt. Frankie Loyal in the house. And my next show at the Comedy Store next week, the great Judd Nelson will be in attendance. So, booyah. Welcome to the stream. And I hope that you guys had a good night. I'm recovering from this concert. Fuck yeah. So I hope that you guys had as good of a night as I did last night. I'm gonna do a festival with Click 5, Maroon 5, the Dave Clark 5, Five for Fighting, Five Finger Death Punch, and well, anyone with the number 5 in their And we'll have I Can't Drive 55 playing over the loudspeaker at intermittent times. 5 mics. Get out of here. Chicken Man, you are quite the internet provider. You're fired up today, I can tell. You're up early. You probably went to roast battle last night to gather intel. You're quite the information gatherer as well. You've probably got a dossier of files on everyone from me to Crispy Chicken to Mike Lambert. There's an old school reference. There are dudes that voted for Kamala. Well, let me tell you something. I voted for Kamala. This one. Hey. So, I proudly stand by James Kamala Harris, aka Sugarfoot Harris, a man who is maybe in the most racist wrestling promo of all time, when he appeared to be in the jungle with his pitchfork, and the reality is he was in Jerry Jarrett's backyard in Texas. Wild times back in the Mid-South region. Do you remember the great Dusty? I don't. What up, David Todd Singleton? Dusty, what was his last name? Bald guy? For those of you wondering what I'm talking about with the Chicken Man Brennan, it might not be a he. Maybe it's a she. Maybe it's a swerve. You know, they say, Doom is a lady. But who knows? Maybe you're Doom. Doom looks like a lady. Clip that, Doom. I'll do it one more time for a clean cut. Doom looks like a lady. Next time you see Ingram, ask him about Teabag. From Prison Break, Robert Nepper. Hey-oh. Hey-oh. I don't see Ingram that much, even though we're on the same lineups. He gets there early, I get there late. I don't know, Jack Blue. I mean, other people seem to get notifications. I'm not quite sure. Some people don't, so make sure to check that your notifications are ready to roll, maybe. So I need every listener that I can get. It's a tough nut trying to crack the algorithm. But I'm speaking out of turn there because I don't really, I'm not very savvy with the internet, as you can tell. This is a very low-tech stream, and I'm banking on that taking me to the next level. But as you can see, with 8 people in the stream, it might not happen today. I think Knoxville fails his new fear factor. I mean, he could be pretty good because of just his history with Jackass and doing stunts and stuff. I went to the last Jackass thing in theaters because my friend Rachel Wolfson was in it. I had to turn away a few times. I mean, I don't really want to see some guy's balls get stung by bees. It's not really my thing. I get the Philip Seymour Hoffman thing a lot, but I don't personally see it, to be honest. I get John Cena too. I don't see it. When I had long hair, I get Kenny G. What are you gonna do? I mean, I do have a fair amount of shorts, I guess you would say. But lately someone has suggested that I do small clips with my live stream, so maybe, I don't know. No, who was the one, WCW? I think it was La Parka. I saw Juventud Guerrero wrestling in XPW, man. That was literally like watching a headliner do an open mic. Um, well, Albert, I'm sure you're not a male model either, so I'm good. I'm good, but thank you for the participation in the chat. Yeah, I mean, I'm certainly trying everything I can. Um, he beat whoever he was facing in XPW. I don't really remember, but it was pretty sad to see Juventud Guerrero wrestling in front of like 60 people at the Derby in Pomona. And by the way, I don't think XPW is allowed to come out here anymore. I think they lost their permits. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think they had permits. They did a show at some shitty hotel in Van Nuys in the ballroom, and the guy behind the front desk was telling me that they weren't aware there was going to be blood. Like, come on, man, it's XPW, baby. What up? What up? Okay. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I mean, for me, the live streams are getting better in terms of numbers. The shorts do pretty well, though the last one not so much. Um, so it's and the videos don't do that well at all. Maybe 100 to 300 views. But I don't post a lot of 2 to 3 minute videos, so it's I'm literally just trying to throw shit against the wall and see what sticks. Um, so. All right, we got some real slows in the stream right now, but that's all right. A listener is a listener, I suppose. But we're friendly streaming here, friendly stream. So the trolls, they come and go in this stream once they realize it's a futile effort. Yeah, I mean, I'm just waking up, to be honest with you. Had a little adrenaline in me from the show last night. So here we go. I mean, I just need like another 2,000 people like you, Jack Black. We're going to call you Jack Blue because that's what your name is. So, hopefully, we can. Tim Dillon once told me in the green room of the main room of the Comedy Store, Earl, you're too funny to be unknown. All you need is 2,000 fans. So, YouTube, here I am, baby. Here I am. Let's get those 2,000 fans. And maybe next year I'll do the Riyadh Comedy Festival. So, there you go. See, I don't know. I don't get the reference. Zizzle. I don't know. Mr. Helmet. I don't know. WLO. I don't know what you're asking me to shout out. You really think Tim Dillon is Piazza? Piazza. I don't know. I've only seen him around young dudes, like of age, but like in their mid-20s. So I'm assuming he's gay. I don't think if you're, I don't know. I think if you're straight, you're not going to hang out with guys in their mid-20s. So, and I don't really care if he's gay, to be frank. Have you ever seen him in your barrio? I haven't, to be honest with you. So that's another red flag. Maybe he isn't gay. I've never seen him out and about. What a Larry Bird, the Birdman in the stream. Fuck yeah. I love it. Larry Bird is in the house, baby. So we got a small but eclectic group in here. I'll take it. We'll probably stream for a half hour. And what up, Bing? I wish I was the ESPN guy. I'd have more people in here. Well, oh, the EA guy. EA Sports. It's in the game. I wish I was that guy. Maybe now that Saudi Arabia's bought EA Sports, I can muscle in on that blood money. They did finance 9/11, but if I can make a few bucks out of them, fuck it. All good, all good. Every time I do talk to text and the word gets misheard, it comes out anal. Hey-oh. Wallace Shawn. Interesting. I was a fan of Dick Shawn, 60s and 70s actor who was in the Rat video for Dance, Dance, Dance. Feel the heat of the rhythm, feel the heat of my hand. Dance, dance, dance. I see the way that you're moving, you need a little romance. Do you know Dice Clay? I do know Dice Clay. He gave me a hug in the parking lot Saturday night. I have not heard of that person. Is Steve-O still doing stand-up? Well, I don't know if he ever did it, to be honest with you. But I will say this, when I put Steve-O on at Potluck, he got off early, and he apologized for running the light, and he didn't even run the light. So Steve-O gets it. He understands that, comedy, he's walking into our world. So I liked working with him the one night I did at the Comedy Store. It's just a Monday night, but, I don't like the 3-6 Mafia. I don't hate them either, but yeah, I think he's still doing comedy. When the booker of the Laugh Factory called me Saturday, she was like, hey, do you want to close out the show tonight? I'm like, only if Piven's not there. And she's like, okay, don't worry about it. So it was fun. Laugh Factory's a different room. It's a different vibe. I've never worked with David Cross. I don't even think we've been on the same lineup. He's definitely not a Comedy Store guy, that's for sure. Don Rickles is personally my favorite comic of all time. So, I mean, Steve-O's a millionaire because he'll do stupid stuff. I would not be a millionaire if you said, hey, Earl, you can make a few $1 million. You just have to take a taser to your ball sack. I'm like, I'm good. Jesus save and Gretzky scores. Hey-o, I am the roast master. That's a fact, Jack. I'm not unbeatable, but I'm tough when the battle is fair, which usually it's not on that show. Interesting. I did not know he had a board game. I used to play golf with his son Larry, and unfortunately Larry died before his father did. That should never happen, but shout out to Larry Rickles, man. He had one of the greatest holes of golf I've ever seen in my life. He literally was, I don't know, he lost a couple balls on the first hole at Bel Air Country Club. And he's in the green side bunker, and he's probably at about 19 strokes. And he holed his sand trap shot for a nice even 20. One of the great shots of golfing history. Is Rocky Dakota still doing comedy? I don't know who that is, Chicken Man. What was the highlight of your day? Seeing the Click 5 or seeing that dog run into the car bumper? I'm going to say, man, that dog went hard into that bumper. For those of you wondering, I was walking Lois yesterday, and for some reason, the guy who had this pretty big dog, I think it was like a golden retriever, he didn't want to walk on the sidewalk with Lois, and Lois is harmless. So he walks his dog into the street, and the dog looks at Lois like this, turns around and goes headfirst into a parked car. But I gotta say, the Click 5 was pretty dope. How do you feel about Don Barris? Personally, I'm a fan. I'm a friend of Don's, so I'm a fan as well. You better work on that one, Mr. 87. No, no, I wasn't even doing comedy back then, so I missed out on the golden era of MTV, which I believe is shutting down all 5 music channels. That's crazy, man. I mean, when you think about how many bands they made, Rat, I mean, Rat doesn't really make it without Round and Round being in constant rotation. I mean, that was probably one of their most played videos the first couple of years, and then Wanted Man, Lay It Down, Back for More. I mean, Rat was probably the band that benefited the most from early MTV. So it's kind of sad, but bands don't make videos anymore. I mean, why would you? Who's going to play? I mean, I guess you could play them on YouTube. Is basically the new MTV. Um, so, and J.J. Jackson, he passed away a long time ago, I think. So, I don't know what Nina Black was doing. And then there's Mark Goodman. He seems to be the most active of all. I don't see Martha Quinn at all or Tabitha Sorum. How many babies were conceived while watching MTV? A lot. That's for sure. I don't know. I mean, they got they struck gold with like the Jersey Shore, so I'm sure you're gonna make more money with the Jersey Shore because people love that reality TV shit, and it's gonna make you more money than playing a Whitesnake video, from 30 years ago. That and Stop or what? I'm 16 and Pregnant, whatever that show was. Of the Real World, Road Rules, and you know, interesting. Um, do bands, artists still make music videos? I mean, probably for YouTube. But if you're a band like, say, really was Larry Bird. Like the Click 5 did a song yesterday, new song, and they're like, hey, the song comes out Friday on Spotify. Why would they make a video for it? Like YouTube, I guess. But who's going to play it on television? You know. So yeah, they really went hard with the ridiculousness and the Jersey Shore, and and then they had the runoffs like the Floribama thing, which was just basically a southern Jersey Shore. Man, I saw that cast the other day. Man, they looked rough. I think the one dude died. The black dude, I think, passed away. I think. So, but that's where, if you're an older band, that's where you just play the hits. And, the sad thing was the song the Click 5 played yesterday, the new song, it's really good. And that's live with, I'd love to hear a clean version of that song. But, I mean, YouTube is really, I mean, most comics are putting their specials on YouTube because very few are going to get a Netflix special. So just put it on YouTube. You can self-promote it, self-make it, self-fund it. I mean, so, of course, I want, since YouTube is the #1 streaming, you want to be on there. But Fred, how do I do it? That's a tough one, Fred. That's a tough one. Only for the money, honey. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to stream later, to be honest with you. I mean, sometimes I think I stream too much, and I want you guys to miss me. Now, my streaming this weekend will be weird because I'll be in Vegas for a wedding, so I'm not. I mean, I'll try and stream at least once. By the way, I will be seeing the Click 5 again Friday night, House of Blues. And then I'm going to the Hard Hat Lounge where there's a bar party for the Hard Hat Lounge, but they're going to do a jam at the end of the night. Now, for those of you who don't know where the Hard Hat Lounge is, it's in Vegas. And I do not smoke weed, unfortunately, for your business. And here or there in Vegas, you've got Steve Stevens, lives in Vegas. Steve Stevens, Stephen Piercy, Jakey Lee. So, there might be some real surprise guests at the Hard Hat Lounge on Friday. Yes, I mean, I try TB to do a good stream. I'm not at liberty to discuss who's getting married just because out of their privacy concerns. No, I'm not taking Ray. I'll never. I'm done helping people, Chicken Man. I mean, I was so embarrassed by his behavior. I mean, really, we're in the Dirty at 12:30 green room now. For those of you who don't know, the Dirty at 12:30, it's the longest running stand-up show in Vegas. I mean, a lot of people have done it. Ralphie May and whatnot. It's one of the few stages that was big enough to hold them. And so I take Ray in the green room, and there's like probably 8 to 10 Vegas comics there. And Ray's drunk, and he starts talking about the Dabbleverse, and then Ray had to go get. I think Lady KB was looking for him. And when Ray leaves the green room, they're all like, "Who the fuck is that bozo?" So I will not be taking Ray there. Yes, I do always talk like that, and the way I talk makes me a lot of money in the voiceover world, so don't worry about my vocal cords. Um, yes, it is adjustable on your lenses. Boy, you guys are a real fucking picky bunch. This is the first comment I've seen, Jeff, from you. So if you're using dirty words or something sexual, I don't see it. I would see that if you super chatted them. Message hell for review. Maybe this is one of yours. It is not. Trust me, I'm not. Okay, well, the algorithm is very strange in terms of what they choose to think. If it's like something that even a sexual innuendo will get flagged. Well, I read how I read, so now these glasses are a little loose on me, so I was the dad on Tyler, the Creator's The Jellies, which is on Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, and HBO Max. And I've done like tons of local commercials for a Dick's Sporting Goods in Alabama. I've done buy your Georgia State Lottery scratchers now, void where prohibited. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it pays the bills in addition to my stand-up gigs. And I audition constantly for bad guy roles usually, and yeah, I mean, I'm pretty proficient TB at being able to talk about pretty much anything. So you look like an actor. I mean, I acted in some things. I was in the Showtime not documentary, the Showtime drama about the Comedy Store. I'm Dying Up Here. I've seen fist fights between comics. That doesn't happen often. It's more verbal than physical because comics really don't have any balls. So I love Dick's Sporting Goods. So the one in Decatur, Alabama, it's like fucking awesome. They sell guns there. I saw a guy checking out with a pair of Jordans and like an AK, and I mean guns. I don't mean like little pistols. So I don't know if Alabama is an open carry state, but they're the real deal. But I don't anticipate a return visit to Alabama anytime soon. So there you go. And a lot of messages held for review. I mean, you have to have a manager and an agent helping you. So, Dan, you got to be a little quicker than that. Don't worry about where I reside. Um, Interesting. Yeah, I'm in Connecticut, Greenwich. Stuff. I'm gonna tell someone in the street where I live. Well, you want the home address too? I mean, you guys are some real odd birds in the stream right now. The show was awesome. Now, here's the craziest thing. So, you met one day, Den, but let me tell you something, Den. The day you do get me, I won't even notice. I'll be too busy looking good. So I'm in the VIP balcony, of course. I don't sit with the poors at a concert. And there's this lady who is, let me see her tits. What are you, Tony Moss from Showgirls? So, I was there as a guest of the drummer. Now, he's not the original drummer, but, he's a great drummer, and a friend of a friend introduced us, blah, blah, blah. So I'm up in the VIP area, and there's this lady to my right, and she's taking pictures and videos before the show starts. And I said to her, "Are you their manager? You look like a manager." And she's like, "No, my husband's the drummer." And we start talking. And I said, "Oh, I'm going to see them in Vegas again Friday." Um, I said, "Oh, yeah, I go to Vegas like 10 times a year. My dad plays there." And I'm like, "Oh, who's your dad?" And she's like, "Joe Walsh." I'm like, "Joe Walsh from the Eagles, Joe Walsh?" And she's like, "Yeah." And the funny thing is, a couple years ago, my friend's in AA, and he asked me, "Hey, do you want to go on before Joe Walsh at an AA convention?" And this is at a point in my, this is at a point in my comedy career where I would have done any gig. So I'm like, fuck yeah. It was like 2,000 people in some convention center. And as I get there, Joe Walsh is already on. Now, Joe Walsh is like um, a legend in the AA world. So he does like an hour speech, really impassioned. And then I go on and bomb for about 20 minutes. Halfway through, the fire alarm goes off. I mean, it was just a disaster. And Joe Walsh comes up to me after the show and goes, "Tough crowd, kid." So, yes, Joe Walsh is, I guess there's like speeches for AA people from time to time. So, yeah, it was pretty funny. I mean, it was packed, it was like 2,000 people, but I did not do very well. I'd probably do better. I'd probably do better now than then. This was about maybe 10 years ago. I wouldn't say I know Joe Walsh, but we performed on the same show, which is kind of cool to say. It's kind of funny. I did a Democratic convention, I think I mean, it was 2008. I think it was when Obama got elected at the, where was it? The El Rey Theater. And same type of deal. It was packed. and I wasn't. I mean, I was a good comic back then, but I probably shouldn't have done this particular gig because they wanted smart humor. And I bombed for about 15 minutes. And then Katie Lang walks up to me, puts her arm around me, and goes, "Tough crowd, kid." So I have a habit of bombing in front of celebrities, I guess. Oh, I mean, Joe Walsh is unbelievable. I mean, it was cool. No, my uncle wasn't there. Um, and there are some real momos in the chat tonight or today. Guys, this is a friendly stream. I'm going to do this. I do this for everyone. I'm going to see who's live right now, and I'm going to direct you to go to their stream. We've got Steel Toe is live. So, I mean, who doesn't want to listen to that humor? We've got, let me see, who else is live right now? Not a lot of people live. I think Pretty Antisocial is live too, if I'm not mistaken. So I want to send you to Steel Toe show. And then, you know, yeah, we'll go to Steel Toe, please. Yeah, she was cool. Chad Daniels is like, well, there you go. I mean, I can't compete with these guys. Jesse Lee Peterson is live. So, you know, I mean, I've been on his show. Yeah, it was Katie Lang and Greg Grunberg, the guy who's in all like the J.J. Abrams movies. So Lois is sleeping right now, and so I'm probably going to go to sleep pretty soon. And you know, as I have to sleep when she's sleeping. She has this habit of coughing when I'm trying to sleep. So, there's that. We'll go a few more minutes, guys. I have to blame Lois. Yes, happy hump day. We got AEW Dynamite tonight. We got, whoa, who's texting me this early? I got a call last night on my landline at like 5 in the morning. It's like, what the fuck? So that was not fun because then I couldn't go to sleep. And then the ringer was on so loud, it woke Lois up. Paycar is live. Well, I can't compete with them. Cody, we don't do jokes in here. This isn't potluck at the Comedy Store. And I'm not a door guy hosting. You almost got me. I almost said your name. See, I'm just too fast. Even tired, I'm too fast for you guys. Mr. Groan, we don't do jokes in here. Well, thank you, e-begging. I appreciate that. You know, this is just a fun, friendly stream. There's no drama, Nate. I appreciate you giving me your real name. And, you know, we just, you know, I'm a bartender. You guys are my patrons. And a lot of people like, well, Earl, if you're a stand-up comic, tell a joke. I've got over 1,500 videos on YouTube, and I would say about 1,250 of them are stand-up related. So when this stream is over, check out the videos. And I'm going to make you, Cody, I'm going to make you a pink poontang. So, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm trying, you know. You guys are a tough bunch to please, but how do I write jokes? You know, I just, my brain is very warped, to be honest with you. So it just pops into my head. I write down an idea, and then sometimes I work it out on stage. We don't do the God stuff in here, so I will workshop it. It's hard to do that at the Comedy Store, to be honest with you, but sometimes I do it. Yeah, well, I don't want stolen jokes, bro. Jet, one more time, you're gone. We don't do the God stuff in here. Now, maybe it's your goal to get me to block you. You're well on your way. So do that Bible-beating bullshit somewhere else. Yeah, I'm trying to think of. I think we're all out. I think we got all the. You know, there's a joke there. You know, the Click Five, Maroon Five, Five for Fighting, Five Finger Death Punch. You know, there's a joke there. Yes, we're gonna. Yeah, we don't. Jet, you can compliment me all you want, but we don't do the God stuff in here. It's a comedy stream, bro. There's plenty of religious streams out there. Go to one of those. So, all right, well, all right, you can Big Five Sports, yeah, but it has to be. Oh, maybe the concert could be at Big Five Sports, and then Sammy Hagar will do a pop in and do "I Can't Drive 55." Hey, all right, Jet, you're being a bit of a troll now, so be cool. You know, don't try too hard. You know, play cool, Jet, play cool. Well, we're not going to talk about your weenie size, Cody. I mean, you know, come on. But yeah, and food will be. So you guys are writing a joke. This is. Hold on. I'm going to write this shit down. Five Guys. There's something here. There's something here. I can't believe that the Five Guys restaurant in West Hollywood went out of business. I mean, you'd think just on name alone, that restaurant would have had a line out the fucking door. Who's the best guitar player ever? Well, I mean that's a tough one. I mean, most say Hendrix or Van Halen. I know he fell out of the gun tower. I mean, come on, bro. Like, now you're doing joke book jokes. Come on, man. I mean, Peter Chicken Man Brennan, this guy literally just did a monkey bones joke in the house. So, but the Five Guys went out of business in West Hollywood. That just seems weird. Yeah, I mean, Jeff Beck is in consideration. Well, Stuttering John, absolutely. I mean, but I'm an 80s guy. No, I'm not saying Jake E. Lee or George Lynch or DeMartini are the greatest of all time, but you watch Jake E. Lee, 1984, Ozzy Osbourne, Salt Lake City. That guy fucking ripped. Namaste, namaste. Yes, Mark Knopfler's up there for sure. Um, I mean, then you get into older blues players, B.B. King. That's my dog Lois. She's sick. I'm trying to think who else. I mean, who's the guy from Hee Haw? Claude Akins. I mean, he's pretty legendary for his picking technique. I mean, it's like it's subjective, to be honest with you. Like, it depends on what you like. You too, Jeff. Jesus, you talk a lot. What up, DK? Yo, 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 yo. We'll go about another 15 minutes. Yeah, Alex Lifeson is definitely in consideration. Michael Schenker. I don't know who the Nazareth guitar player is. Yeah, Roy Clark was the guy I was thinking of. Yeah, 100% Buddhist priest. I mean, who else? I mean, there's so many, Eric Clapton, Joe Satriani, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I mean, you could probably name probably 20 contenders and whittle it down. But, in general, I think most people would say Van Halen or Jimi Hendrix. So I don't think the Village People had a guitar player. What the heck? Jordan, you missed out on a real bop last night at the Troubadour. And by the way, I will be seeing the Click 5 in Vegas Friday at House of Blues, baby. No, the dog has a partially collapsed trachea. So I had a friend of mine who played with Jeff Beck. And she played with him when she was 16. She rips on the bass, on the electronic bass. So I believe so. I believe they are playing the House of Blues. And then I will be going to the Hard Hat Lounge, where who knows what and who I will be seeing play at the Hard Hat Lounge. But the owner of the Hard Hat Lounge is a rhythm guitar player in Slash's band, so there should be somebody of note. It could be Jakey Lee, Steve Stevens, Stephen Pearcy, a lot of. I don't really like the music today, but I don't hate on it. It's just not for me. It's all Pro Tools, auto-tuned. Not to say that certain 80s bands didn't triple track the vocals of a singer with a bad voice, but I don't know. Not to say that Kiss Alive was a live album, but I am an animal lover too. Lois, what are you doing? Lois might have to go. I don't know where the Steel Toe Lounge is, and hopefully I never find out. Look at this baby. She gotta go potty. Now, I just took her to go to the bathroom, so that's one of the problems with having a older dog, is they have to go to the bathroom a lot. But that is the deal when you have an older dog. Now here I am, there's Barry Jelly in the fucking house. That's my cartoon character. Jason Green is funny. And he's very much like you, Jordan. He does a great vlog. Now, Piercy's not in them a lot because I think he sleeps a lot. Me and Piercy, I think, have the same... whoa. I think me and Piercy have the same sleep schedule. Let's go this way, Lois. We'll go the back door. I'm sure some of you are familiar with that. Yeah, I'm sure Jason Green will be at the Hard Hat Lounge on Friday night. Should be a real freak show. Yeah, Jason's very funny. Seen and done a lot. It's kind of funny. Last time I saw Pierce, he was at the Hollywood autograph thing. It's kind of cool. He was, his table was right by the kids' table from the Lay It Down video. So you got a nice twofer. Oh my God, Lois is going doo-doo. But I'm a responsible dog owner. I'm cold, man. I'm in my underwear right now. Hold on. Hold on, Lois. Lois, be cool, be cool. What? See, Lois was telling me, hey man, she was about to go to the bathroom upstairs, but I caught her. So she waited. Yeah, my condo, damn, she got pee again. My condo was built, I think, in '74. So it's an older building. And it might have been apartments at one point. It's very nice out. Earl Skakel in the house. There's the Soho House building. And now Lois will, she can go back to sleep. She really is an amazing dog. Look at that prance. She'd be walking like a horse in the paddock, baby. So a nice day out here. Not a cloud in the sky. Little breeze. I'd say it's about 75 out right now. What's funny, the Fay Ray building I lived in on Century Park East and Olympic, that's a huge complex. It's two 21-story buildings put together. That was, I think, built around '74. So, but this building's a fucking disaster. You know, termites and, you know, I mean, I can't tell you, hey man, how many assessments I've had to pay. So, the next, if I do move to a condo, I'm gonna tell you this much. It's going to be a newer one. Hold on. Interesting. Tommy Lee loves the Valley. My friend was selling his Calabasas home, and I said, "Just come over." Why? This is the most biggest phenomenon. Every time I look at a clock, it's always at 9:11. Like I'll be watching TV at night and just randomly look at my watch or my phone, and it's 9:11. Isn't that weird? Isn't that a fucking coinky dink? Earl Skakel in the house. Talk to me, Warriors. So, boom, boom, boom. So, I mean, my dog is pretty good. Oh, the HOAs are outrageous here. When I first moved here, I think the HOA was $150. I'm like, that's a fucking steal. They're now $594. But isn't that weird? Like I'll be just watching TV and I'll just randomly look at a clock, and it'll say 9:11. I'll wake up in the morning, 9:11. It's just so weird. Ultimate Warrior, one of the greats. I met him once toward the end of his life. He was actually pretty nice. I was asleep for a few hours, David. The concert was awesome. And I got to hang out with the drummer a little bit after. It was really, I mean, they're really good. I mean, I wish I could. I would show you the jet. I did put up, if you go on Earl Skakel, well, you guys are already on Earl Skakel. After this stream is over, my newest video is the last song, Just the Girl. And isn't that weird, though, how it never fails. Like, I could be at the hockey game, I'll look up, and on the clock, it'll be 9:11. 9 minutes and 11 seconds left. Vixen's good. The OG, I just saw Vixen, though. They opened up for Stephen Piercy at the Grove Theater in Anaheim. They're pretty good. I think it's only like one original member, the drummer. I was VIP balcony, which was cool because I got to sit and watch with Joe Walsh's daughter, who is the drummer's wife. So I did enjoy the show. It's like a nice night, no comedy, no bullshit. Although I was getting breaking news that apparently Monday night there was a fight at the Kookaburra Lounge in the middle of the show, and they had to stop the show. So interesting. I mean, I think they do. I don't think they are doing a full-fledged tour or whatever, but they are still touring. How do you raise your testosterone levels? I mean, people say, and I still don't understand this, squats help. And, there's natural supplements you can take from like GNC or whatever. Like Nugenics, with Frank Thomas pitching that shit. Interesting. Kookaburra sits in the old. Oh no, I don't know that song. I just know that it sits above Dave and Buster on a floor that gets no foot traffic in an outdoor mall. So it's personally not where I would have put the club. But hey, I don't think Katie's too concerned about where I would put the club. Um, and if you want to do it naturally, I mean, there's certain foods I think that do it too. Um, oh, I said hello to Frank Thomas one night. He was eating, and I mean eating, at Mel's Diner. So, all right, and probably we don't do that kind of humor in here. You know better than that. So, yes, Dave Mustaine is still alive. I believe Megadeth is still a thing. And, he was eating, so yeah, he was like, "What's up?" I said, "Sup?" He's like, "What's up?" And he waved to me. Yes, I've met Scotty Bowman, Brendan Shanahan, the great Mickey Redmond, my favorite hockey announcer ever. He loved the fights. Darren McCarty. I mean, and I actually played ball hockey with this guy, Mitch Callahan, who I think he's retired, but yeah, I mean, his dad, Mike Callahan, was an amazing hockey player in his own right. So, um, yeah, but then probably, come on, you know better than that. We got kids in this stream. I had a 13-year-old kid in the stream the other night. We got to be cool. We'll go till 65 minutes, guys. We'll go to the speed limit of 65. I probably have a Red Wing jersey or two. I can't remember. I might have an Aaron Downey jersey. That's $400. And then for those of you who don't know, I have a large game-worn hockey jersey collection. So it's probably a couple $100,000 if anyone's in the market to buy about 400 hockey jerseys. I'll give you a good deal. Of course, you got to do local pickup. I'm not shipping 400 jerseys. Um, I'd rather forget everyone else. When are you going to do Brittany Everett Dolls and Guys show? Oh man, you really are digging. She's never invited me to do it. I don't get invited to do a lot of those type of shows for some reason, but that's fine. You want to book these fucking unfunny people, but have at it. That's why most comedy shows fail. What's the longest running show in LA history? Roast Battle. Who started it? So, good luck. So, I'm not sure who you're talking about, Mr. Red Blooded American. Um, so, yeah, 13 years old. I'm like, get out. I actually kicked him out of the stream. Now, maybe he was lying. But there are some shitty parents there. So, um, you know, 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes, and then Earl Skakel will be going to bed. I mean, I'm going to assume he was lying. I can't imagine a 13-year-old would find my stream, but it is. It's possible. I guess it's YouTube. The YouTube doesn't seem to have a lot of controls. It's pretty much the Wild West. So, but I don't see anything in here that a 13-year-old shouldn't hear. Some of you guys do. But thank you to Buddhist Priest today for being the moderator. Peter Chicken Man Brennan. Maybe Delia mentioned your podcast. Bill Delia. Hey, I haven't talked to Delia in years. Last time we talked, he was like, it's kind of like sales pitching me his innocence. I'm like, bro, they all can't be lying. Maybe one person's lying. Like the girl who said I hit her. Clearly she was lying. She told people I threw her down a flight of stairs. Well, if you knew who Olivia was, you knew that she didn't have the physical ability to get up a flight of stairs. Hey, see, I could turn a serious subject into a strength. Yeah, I mean, the wedding, I'm gonna, play it cool at. I'll probably do a stream from my hotel room. I'm pretty sure I'm staying at the South Point Casino. It's just local to where the wedding's going to be by. And then we don't do that kind of humor in here. Look, Bryce, this isn't the Steel Toe Morning Show, so I'm going to direct you to them. Or go watch my girl, Pretty Antisocial. We're not going to clip her stream, but let's see what she's up to right now. She, um, she's there. And, yeah, check out the Pretty Antisocial. Um, yeah, well, I was almost married. You met her, but didn't quite work out. Uh, Interesting. Red Blooded American. We don't do all caps in here except for Peter Chicken Man Brennan. So, come on, man. Come on. We don't. This is a clean stream. You guys just can't control yourselves. Well, you don't anymore. Be a wise ass and you're gone. The Chicken Man is the only one who. Wait, Big Rod died. Did Big Rod die? I think Big Rod is still alive. Uh, you know. Chicken Man, I might make you a moderator. You seem to be a real provocateur in here. We're going into overtime. I met the goal. We reached the goal of $0 for an hour stream, so I appreciate that. Oh no, that's KD. Um, so he was a Comedy Store open mic icon. KD. He was actually a good dude, to be honest with you. Damn, I'm around a lot of death. KD was a security guy in Vegas, stopped a robbery, and the guy shot him. And, he was a good dude. Yeah, but, my mods are the best in the business, so if you're misbehaving, you're out. And, hit the like and subscribe button, guys. I haven't asked you all chat. We're about to hit the 70-minute mark. And not many streamers would stream this song for free. But I don't grift for fucking money or memberships. I like all my moderators, to be honest with you. So 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. I'd like to get 26 subscribers. Are mods allowed to put other mods on timeout? No, you're rogue. You might not be a good choice for moderator, Chicken Man. You might go rogue. But I don't think you can put other mods in timeout. Have a great day, JW. We're going to call you JW for brevity. So, minute and a half, guys. Get your last minute trolls and whatnot. And, we will maybe stream later on tonight. But maybe not. I stream when I want to stream. Well, mods, there's no pressure on mods from my end. I mean, it's a shitty job. You're not getting paid. You got to deal with idiots. But, some mods are just fans who want to help me out, navigate the wackiness of the internet and trolls. And I appreciate that, I mean, I don't mind trolls. Trolls make the internet world go around. I mean, there'd be no internet probably with no trolls, but sometimes it gets a little much. No, Annie's there earlier in the night. I'm there late. I'm the late night commandant. So, I rarely see Tiana, Kevin Christie, Argus. So, but I'm cool. I really have very few enemies, considering I've done comedy for so long. Just really Jeff and a couple of roast battle losers. Um, Annie Leatherman. What a pain in the ass she was when she did my podcast. She talked all this shit about the TV show she was on, and then about an hour later calls me and says, "Hey, can you take this out? Can you take that out? Can you take this out? Can you take that out?" I was like, "Why'd you do the fucking interview?" But I will say I'm loyal to Annie because she brought me up for my first ever paid regular set on a Friday night, and she gave me a very nice intro. I'll always remember that. But does mod affect your numbers? I don't think so. Perk Perkins is in here from time to time. Oh, interesting. Nothing to see here with a nice question for the chicken man. Um, the story late night is awesome. So, all right, guys, you got under a minute before Earl Skakel is going back to sleep. One more time, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps me out. I appreciate it very much. The bigger the stream gets, the better it gets, because maybe I don't think I ever want to bring in guests. I like doing this alone. I think I've found the proficiency to do it by myself. I'm related to crispy chicken. Okay. I might stream later, but I might not. I want you guys to miss me, like I don't want to be like Stuttering John streaming like 5 fucking times a day. I just, you know, but at least he's getting paid for it. Earl Skakel, over now.